Shabbat Shalom. When the Torah first introduces us to Noach, it describes him as Ish Tzaddik, a righteous person. But later, when Noach goes out from the Teva, when he leaves the ark, the Torah doesn't refer to him as a Ish Tzaddik anymore. Instead, it calls him Ish Adamah, a man of the ground or a man of the earth. Why does Noach go from being called a righteous person to perhaps pejoratively being labeled a man of the earth? When Noach went out from the Teva, he did two things. First, he built a mizbeach, he built an altar so that he could express his gratitude to God. And then he planted a vineyard. A midrash takes issue with the fact that the first thing Noach chose to plant was a vineyard. Why, the midrash asks, didn't he plant something that could be used instead to sustain life, something like wheat perhaps? That's why the midrash suggests that Noach is now called Ish Adamah, because he focused only on his physical needs. Noach lived a sort of bifurcated existence. He was devout and pious, but he felt that those attributes and his focus on God could be limited just to when he was engaged in worship. Once he had brought a korban, he thought he had fulfilled all of his religious obligations. So that when it came to his business life, when it came to planting and harvesting, he didn't think about how he could serve God in those endeavors, but instead only about what he needed and what he wanted. The lesson of Noach moving from being labeled Ish Tzaddik to Ish Adamah is that even when we are not engaged in activities that we think of as necessarily being religious, we also have religious obligations. When we are out planting or harvesting or whatever it is that we do when we're not in shul, those are also moments in which we can serve God. Had Noach done that, he would never have become Ish Adamah, and instead he would have remained Ish Tzaddik. Shabbat Shalom.